Saturday, the 5th of June. Good morning, good morning. Unless it's good afternoon again. But most of the time on a Saturday, it's in the morning. So welcome to your Saturday morning workout. What have we got today? We've got 4 rounds. We've got 4 rounds of 6 mountain climbers, 10 curtsy lunges, which we're going to take you through, and 12 lying anchored leg raises. So the mountain climbers, we're going to do 6 each side. There's going to be 12 in total. Curtsy lunges, we're going to do 10 each side, unless you need to scale it down. And then we're going to do 12 anchored leg raises in total. Okay, so let's have a look at the movements. So we have got mountain climbers, nice strong plank position, shoulders back, stomach tight, tuck a tummy in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, those are going to be our mountain climbers. We're doing 12 in total, so it's 6 each side. Okay, scaling progressions for mountain climbers. So if you're going to be doing that, your holds are going to be preferably not too fast. I don't want it too fast. I want that hold, so you can feel those obliques and those intercostals working, shoulder blades pulled back, stomach nice and tight. If you're not going to do mountain climbers, we can go into some kind of a progression lying on your back. Okay, either a sit-up, butterfly position, chin tucked in, hop, 1, 2, sit-ups, or we can also do alternating legs, hold, 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 hold. Okay, if you need to do a slightly smaller movement, hop, 1, hop, 2, nice easy progression. Okay, and you'll be doing 12 in total. Next one, we do a curtsy lunge. So curtsy lunge, we did them a while back, haven't done them for a week or two. What we're looking for the curtsy lunge is to try and get that work into that glute, not too much in the knee. So depending on how your knees feel, or your hips, depends on what kind of scaling you need to use for this. But ideally, foot and knee stay straight. This foot is going to step behind and across. You step back, press, and the work is in the hips. And press up, cross, up, 2, cross, up, 3, cross, up, 4. Okay, so works really hard, quadricep and the glutes and the hips. It's good in that it has this lateral movement across the hips that we don't often use. Often we're very linear in our movements, whether it's lunges or air squats. So to do some sort of a diagonal lateral movement is a good thing. Just need to make sure that the knees are okay. If the knees aren't great with that curtsy lunge, we're going to do a normal reverse lunge. So from there, you're going to step back. Let's do this way. Step back, hips. Make sure you're pushing for the front leg. You're not resting. You just stomach tight. Dip, hop, press 2, hop, press 3, hop, press 4. Reverse lunges. If you're not doing reverse lunges, normal air squats. Hop, normal air squats for the work. Okay. That's going to be that. So we got mountain climbers to sit-ups, curtsy lunges to reverse lunges or air squats, anchored leg raises, okay, for the anchored leg raises that we're doing there, or some kind of a reverse crunch. I'm going to show you an anchored leg raise, either going to hold onto a pole or a door or a wall, even underneath a table or underneath a couch. But what I'm going to do is you're going to hold side. Your big focus is to make sure that this low back stays as flat as possible. I don't want to see the rib cage popping up because then the work's going to go into the low back. Rib cage stays connected, low back presses into the floor, so you're having to tighten there. Try and keep that flat. Legs stay straight. So even with your legs straight, I don't want to see the rib cage pop up. Flat, hop, press. If you want to touch the wall, you can. 2, if you want to go up higher, hop, you can. Otherwise, what you're going to focus on, if you're not going to do a leg raise, hands by side, hips underneath, low back to the floor, and you just do rib cage connected, touch, and maybe just some kind of leg raise in this position, or you can even do some kind of a reverse crunch. Reverse crunch on the side. Those are the movements that we're going to look for. So we've got mountain climbers, we've got curtsy lunges, we've got lying leg anchored raises. We've got 4 rounds of each of those movements. It's quick, short, take it slow, focus on the good movement. There's quite a lot of prep work that we want to do and some strength work for the midline work that comes before all of this. And that's going to be a Saturday workout. So stick with us and we'll go through that warm-up briefing now. Okay guys, so for warm up this morning, quick little warm up, 5-minute run, 5-minute row, 5-minute skip, get the heart rate going. Then we're also going to do another short little warm up. We've got 1 minute. We're going to do 1 minute of jumping jacks. If you're not doing jumping jacks, you can do line jumps or fast feet. We'll take you through those. We're going to do 1 minute of step through and twist, or a bit of a flow movement, which will get the hips, the midline and the shoulders warm. Air squats for the hips, and then some sit-ups just to get the midline going. We're going to do 1 round of that. Okay, oh, no, 2 rounds. Sorry, 2 rounds of that. Okay, so jumping jacks first. Stomach tight. Make sure the knees okay for jumping jacks. And we're just going to go 1, 2, and now we're setting our clock. And we're just going to go for a full minute. If you want to change it up, you can go sideways, forwards, sideways, change. Make it exciting. Jump, jump. You can do that. Okay, do it with your kids. They'll love the game. Okay, so cool. Simon says, spill in a circle. And split in a circle. Okay. If you're not doing that, you can do line jumps. Now, I think it's nice little jumps back and forwards over a line. Do 30 seconds going sideways or 10 seconds sideways, sideways, sideways. Change as much as you need to change it up. If you're not doing that, you can do fast feet. Stepping over line 1, 2, 3, 4. Change legs. 1, 2. Okay, 1 minute. Once you've done the 1 minute of jumping jacks, we do a step through with a flow and twist. So we did it a while ago. We haven't done it for some time. We're going to walk through forward. We're going to step. So it's a nice stretch in the hip and the glute. Up, twist the side. Now the flow is back into push-up position. Push back through the shoulders. Drop the knees to the floor. Up, press up, step. Twist. Back. Press. Step, twist. So there's a pushback through the shoulders, locking the arms out overhead, twist, and dropping those hips down. Get as much rotation through the spine, open up the shoulders, step through. So it's a step through, flow, and then a twist. Right, from that we're going to go into air squats. So he's going to do 1 minute of air squats, feet shoulder width apart, knees pressing open, hips press back, 1, hips, 2, hips, 3, stomach nice and tight, knees pressing open, and then the last one, sit-ups. So you're going to sit, butterfly position, and touch forward, 1, touch forward, 2, and we're doing 1 minute sit-ups, or like we showed in the warm-up, there's some kind of a briefing for the warm-up for alternating legs, or some kind of a progression that's going to work your midline. All right, so next after that, we have got dragon flags. I'm going to take you through dragon flags. Okay, guys, so for the dragon flags, what we're going to do, there's a number of progressions that we're going to go through. And you've got to try and find the progression that's suitable for you. Right, so full movement of this is ideally you want a nice lock out in the arms. It gives you a little bit more of an anchor for the dragon flag, and that lower back staying flat. As much as possible, you need to keep the work in the midline, keep the rib cage connected, and make sure that lower back doesn't start to arch. Okay? So full dragon flag, we're going to prop the legs up into the air, up into a jackknife, or up into some kind of a candlestick. And then what we do is we're going to make sure that the weight stays across the shoulders and is not resting in the back of the neck. So from here, hop, press up, and from there, I'll slowly lower down, hips, press, extend the hips, and then slowly lower, extend the hips, extend the hips, extend the hips, keep the stomach tight, tight, pull, stomach tight, pull, and then pull back. 1. And you're going to do 6 reps. Okay, so the idea is you have to try and get as much work into that dragon flag as possible. If you can recover it and pull it back up the middle, then great. If you are going, and you take it right to the limit, and then you lose it, that's also fine. The point is that you're doing it as long as you're keeping that back safe, okay? So from there, hips come up, hop, press up, squeeze the glutes, push those hips up. So I'm not allowing my hips to drop. I'm trying to keep my, keep those hips extended. Hips extended, pull, 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 stomach tight. And then if you need to collapse, roll from there. Okay, those are going to be your dragon flags. Get as much work into that as possible. It makes for a really strong midline. It helps with the gymnastics movement. It's going to help the transition skills from pull-ups into muscle-ups into everything else is fantastic in terms of your dragon flag work. If you're not comfortable with your arms in an overhead position, or you're not comfortable with the weight on the back of your shoulders or on your neck, then what we're going to do is we're going to do some kind of a movement. We're going to do a leg raise and keep the hips on the floor. So from this, just to kind of like do a jackknife, hips, stomach tight, lower back stays flat, press. So from a candlestick to a jackknife, leg raise. Alternatively, hands behind the hips, stomach tight, and we're just doing easy progression. If that's too much for you, bend the knees progression. 1, 2, keep the chin tucked in, lower back stays flat. Whatever you do, make sure you're comfortable and staying safe. And then do as much work as possible. The more difficult the progression, the less volume, so the less reps you may do. Okay, the easier the progression may be that you have to do slightly more volume to get more work out of the tummy. Do between 6 reps or 10 reps, however much you need. Give yourself a short rest, and then do a second set, give yourself a rest, do your third set. Then, after that, we are going to go into a bit of prep work that we need to for the hips, so we get into those curtsy lunges. So we do some Cossack squats, and we do some plank shoulder taps. So Cossack squats, we just want to get mobile in the hips, okay? So what we're looking for, hands nice and wide, or feet nice and wide, hands on the floor. And we're just going to press, you're going to push the hips, not into the knees, but into the side of the hips. Pressing out, 3, 2, 1. A little bit of mobility first. 1, 2, 3. You'll be nice and warm from the warm up. 1, 2, 3. And as you warm up, you can start going deeper. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then when you're ready, 1, 2, 3. And then you can start going 1, 2, 3. On the sides. Okay, those are going to be your Cossack squats. You're doing 8 Cossack squats each side. And from the Cossack squats into air squats, 8 air squats. 8 air squats, we're going to go into shoulder taps, push-ups, and foot taps. So from here, plank position, stomach nice and tight, tap, 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 tap for your shoulder taps. And then we're going to do 6 push-ups. Stomach tight, knees to floor, chest to floor. Push up if you want to do a progression with the knees, you can. If you can do strict, do strict. And that's it. Okay, we're going to do 4 to 5 rounds of that. So that Cossack squat from side to side. If you need to progress it down or scale it down to work more on the mobility and the range of movement, then we'll scale it down. So you're going from side to side for that Cossack squat to open up the hips, the adductors, get the glutes to fire. Shoulder taps, 10 to 12 shoulder taps, 6 push-ups. Okay, that will get the midline firing, the shoulder girdle warm for the work that's going to come a little bit. 4 to 5 rounds. Then, last little bit is you're going to choose whatever scale you're going to use for the workout. If you're going to do curtsy lunges, do curtsy lunges. If you can do reverse lunges, do reverse lunges. If you can do air squats, do air squats. If you're doing mountain climbers, prep for the mountain climbers. I want you to do 1 round of about 10 reps for whatever movement you're going to use. If you feel ready, you feel warm, you set the clock. There's your timer. And we're doing 4 rounds of each of those movements that we did right at the beginning. And that is your Saturday workout. So, hope you have fun, enjoy it, take your time with it. Remember to stretch afterwards. Tomorrow Sunday, won't see you tomorrow Sunday, but we will see you Monday morning for your Monday morning workout.